Alright, back again, everybody. What are we doing? Hey, build more factory. Again, the factory. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the factory today. Every day, the factory. High five, Mr. Dinosaur. Alright, so what am I doing? We did rayon yesterday. Oh, wow, we're doing basic substrate today. Okay, alright, let's talk about substrate. Substrate is a problem because many of its components spoil. Incubated petri dishes, of course, spoil, and cellulose, of course, spoil. And we have to make an enormous amount of this stuff. So we're going to be using this recipe, right? No, it's this recipe, right? Raw fiber, which we just made, sodium hydroxide we've always had, and we make cellulose, and it's pretty fast in a pulp mill. And cellulose lasts 10 minutes. We're going to have to deal with that. Remember, it can spoil in the machine. It can spoil in the machine. Alright, so after that, substrate. Excuse me. Substrate. We need incubated petri dishes. We have petri dishes. This is made in a microorganism mine, and the whole thing is made in a red factory. Microorganism mine looks like that. Yeah, it does look like that. Alright. It's not as many moving parts as I thought. How many whales do I have? Enough. Windmills, enough. We're probably doing 2 blocks of this. Trying to do the exact same thing as the agar. In fact, why are you oh, because of that. I should have a line going across. Just going straight across. Oh, that doesn't exist. And then right here. Yeah, we're going to do substrate here, and I'm going to pull a line of petri dishes over. We're going to get direct from the source. We're going to do the exact same thing we did with rayon right here. Why we stopped? No carbonate. No carbonate was a problem. Oh, I didn't get to work on fixing bugs at all last night. And this is waiting for inputs. Uh-oh. We need the hydroxide. Like, that's part of our entire plan right now. Get more sodium hydroxide. We have no... Oh, this whole thing's falling apart. No oxygen? For real? Is oxygen just still broken? Alright, we will... Well, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. We will try to find the time to actually fix this. No, oxygen's right here. Oh, it's... That one's at least clipped out. So, there's a reason there. I need more requester tanks, too. There. And do we just see a launch? Something's launching. I gotta pick up all those homeless guys. I need to go get requester tanks. I need to find a purpose in life. I need focus. I need a little space of calm where I can sit down, have a hard cry, and pick myself up again and face the world refreshed. You come with me, you come with me. Alright, good. I am a lost child alone in the woods. And true horror is not only when you realize that that is the place where you are, you realize that's the place where your father always was. See, there. Oxygen being... He took oxygen. Alright, so yes. Still haven't fixed that. Alright, we're just going to assume we did something good there. But in the meantime, let's go set up. And then go get the basics covered. And then after that, just start going. First energy drink of the day, down. Since when is 350 movement speed simply not enough? Look at this. Factory too big. And it's going to get so much bigger. Alright, so here we have this. And we are going to bring this over. Not right there. we are going to get a direct feed of petri dishes. Like so. Maybe enough, maybe not enough. We are going to make substrate out of them. And all this does is it makes the base look slightly neater with a nice yellow line going between the two blocks. Begins to show that maybe I had a plan at some point. But it also saves on a dinosaur, perhaps forever. Alright, so I bring you petri dishes in enormous amounts. What I need right now is to take this. Nice for that uranium deposit to be exactly in a place where nothing matters. I appreciate that. Oh, and I'm going to have to come over here, and this gets yanked up. You have to be incorporated. Right there, and I think that's a rock, right? Alright, so Mr. Radar Station, you go right there. And maybe you'll go somewhere else, but for right now, right there. Perfect. Like a kaiju is about to emerge right there. Nervous. Makes me nervous. Oh, and I still didn't get all of them. Alright, you guys go over there, you guys go over there. Now we're ready to build. So, what we need is this. A poop mill. We have to make units, right? It's okay to make maybe a belt of cellulose. Maybe. But we have to be careful. And then we need one of you. You need to make substrate. Right there. So that's cellulose. We have to bring in moss. Petri dishes have to be brought in, but we just had that happen. Oh, we have to get a whole bunch in our inventory. You have to be right there, and you have to come straight up. Because right next to you, in the most thematic place, is the aerial outpost that will bring in more petri dishes, should they ever get needed. Right? Then you are kind of contractually obligated. Come right there. Alright, that's how you enter the system. Great. But now I need microorganism mines, which I was able to pick out of everything with no problem, but now I can't find. Okay, you guys. Alright. And you have a fun but frustrating little puzzle. You do but one thing. Incubated petri dish. There's nothing else. This is your entire life. Incubated petri, and you benefit a lot from speed modules. Because remember, spoilage begins the moment the recipe starts. The product begins spoiling. So the faster you can get through this, the better. Alright, this eats 0.1 a second. This eats at 11 of these guys every second, just naturally. That's awful. That's awful for so many reasons. An incubated petri dishes spoil in like 40 seconds, right? And so this takes 10 seconds to build one. So it has 30 seconds to get to its goal. And it's going to be a ratio of, we're just going to say 10 to 1. So if we do something like this, and our substrate maker looks like this, and it's just enormous. And then like that, that. And we rig up something like this to just try to rocket these things down here as fast as possible. Can we fit enough right here for this to do what it needs to do? Cellulose spoils into biocrud, so we have to have a crud reprocessing center over here, or else just ship it out. I think probably I'll ship it out using a small caravan. Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me. All right, so you produce 2 a second, and you need just 2 a second. So this is a unit, what we're looking at right here. If we can manage to rig this up somehow, this will be, we can copy and paste it as many times as we want. And if we just kind of roughly look at it, we'll see that we will be able to have a supply rail over here. And then 1, 2, maybe we'll be able to put 3 in. Maybe we'll end up with 6 in. Okay, so I guess that's our goal. Alright, so let's just see if we can make this work. So obviously the first and most important belt is this belt, which rockets incubated petri dishes over there. And all you guys should be the fast little ones, and I want your stack size to be 1. All of you. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, right? And I want everything to be on this belt. Dishes and spoiled dishes. And we should probably just be cycling these forever, right? And then that gets in like that. And then this is just like a basic start, right? Putting it as close as possible. This is where I need the belt to be faster. The belt must be faster, but I think we'll probably be okay. Where do we put the beacons? I think obviously the beacons have to be on the outside here. Though, honestly, it could be in the center with long inserters. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, does it? We'll see what happens on the outside and then make a decision there. So what's going to happen? Oh yeah, we have we need a little more space, right? So what has to happen is like this. Then so. And we have one of those junctions we worked up before. And you only put in petri dish right there. And that's right. You only do petri dish. And we have petri dish recycling line right here. It's probably better if it comes south, which means it's probably better if substrate is made in the south, right? Because petri dishes are coming from the south, so why would we do this to ourselves? So pick you up, big V, like right there. Okay, and then this will go right there. And our unit is maintained. And then the petri dishes will come back, and they just come around, right? That's literally all they do. Oh, we don't have input, do we? Huh. Well, can we do something clever here? Do we want to? I don't think we want to. That's the thing. See, this is nice because it's very compact. This is not nice because it's going to be hard to control what's on these belts. So I guess we do not do this. Not directly, anyway. So instead, I think I'm going to do that thing I just mentioned. And then don't get too excited, bots. Right there, we have a 5 space in the middle, and this is where the beacons shall live. You have to move. All this moves down by 1. Okay. Alright, so. I really want to use fast inserters, but it doesn't look like it's possible. So, I don't think long inserters are going to make any real difference. Then you will see what my plan is in a moment. Alright. Your override stack 1. Good. I like this because it means I don't use just stack inserters for everything. Again, well, I could use stack inserters here. In fact, I need to... I have to do these in pairs, right? So that's right. This is wrong. So right there. And then right there. Then right there. Okay. No, that's not in the right spot. That's not great at all. And I'm making everything worse. Okay, so and now we're going to have ends right here. And we're going to illustrate where the beacon should go right now. Actually, let's not play around, right? It's going to be like that. Just drag a belt over. It's going to be like to there-ish. Okay, we'll see how it goes. So, right here to right there, right here to right there, right here to right there. Good, right? Here to right there, here to right there, and done. And this will be just petri dishes right here. This obviously doesn't need to exist. It was here for illustrative purposes only. And then we have fast inserters in. Okay, and we have plenty of room for beacons here, which will surely be used because speeding this entire thing up is going to be a major goal. Alright, so spoilage out, spoilage back around, and then we just have to make sure that the recycling line is used with preference. And then this will be eternal, immortal, perfect. See a central line right here, and then like this. No, like this. There we go. And then it joins in right here. You know how it works. Alright, so we'll figure that out in a second. Well, this is using beacon space, so don't do that. Alright, so we'll figure that out in a second. Don't worry about it. Alright, so just assume we have solved the problem of incubated petri dishes. So that's in. So now we need to get this stuff in. So this is going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Especially if I'm trying to make a unit. So pretty obviously this has to be like this. I mean we need fast inserters again. And this is putting out both waste and product. So right here we need another decider combo right here. So you need biocrud. Biocrud out and your biocrud out. And then like this maybe? Something like that? Okay, so good. And then we'll have biocrud out, maybe. Now we have to worry about ins and outs. So we need moss in, we need raw fiber, we need cellulose. I think we can do that on one line. It's going to come from over here, right? Where do I put the beacons right here? I guess the beacon space will have to be between... Yeah, it's fine. That's just fine. 1, 2, 3... Here, we're going to have to move it down by 1, though. No, we're not. We're not doing anything of the sort. That's fine. And then just like old times, using fast inserters. We'll have fiber and hydroxide come that way. Maybe a little jump like this, and then biocrud has to go out, so it'll go out that way. That's our garbage line. So all that's left is moss and product. So we really only need 4 things in, right? Petri dishes, raw fiber, hydroxide, and moss. Are we close enough to raw fiber to be able to draw it in? Probably should have asked myself that question a while ago. But we can use our standard, right? Well, maybe not. No, it's very high because of this. Alright, so maybe we don't do this line. Instead we sneak through like this and we just pretend that we've hooked up the logistics. Just pretend like we've made it work somehow, right? And then we have our standard 4 block on the side. Then we have petri dishes, which we are just simulating at the moment. And where is raw fiber? It's right there. We want to do the exact same thing with raw fiber as we're doing with petri dishes. Here, I need to go get some more windmills. I need to deck out a new area. Oh, we're almost out of windmills. Well, that's terrible. So I need even more than what I have, and I don't have inventory to bring a full backpack full back. And I could have done something about that, or I could have just run off without thinking about it further. I guess we understand what kind of world we live in, huh? I wonder if the box is completely full. It was getting close to full when last time I was here. It is completely full of turbines. Beautiful. Absolutely glorious. We are going to be running into trouble in a bit here. That's fine. I can deal with the trouble. Up here, down here, and we're going to be crossing this square. Which is why I want to take this and put it here. What's in the way? This pip. Oh. It's exactly where it shouldn't be. Alright. Oh, and I don't have the space to pick it up in my inventory. Wow. Life has gotten really awkward all of a sudden. Here, you guys go there. Pick that up, and there's one more hiding, right? No. Alright, so we have to hook up sulfuric somehow. And I guess... No, we do exactly this, but we move the wire just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. That is still very good. Steady. Alright, so what we need to do is we have the main line right here. And we need to curl off some of it and bring it the other way. So I guess we just do this. And pretend like this is a good idea, right? We're using the same line, which is a little virtuous, right? And we need to bring it up right here, then up and over. Yeah, okay, that's a good plan. That is a plan. It is a plan I am doing. This may or may not be a fantastic idea, but it's happening. That's the point. And bringing it up right here is fine. No, it's just, that's a great idea, actually. I'm looking ahead at the possibilities of things I might have to do. So, there we go. We have 2 of our ingredients in. Just pick you up. Get back there. And then we're going to say that is raw fiber. And then that's where our raw fiber line comes from. And so all we need now is sodium hydroxide and moss. Okay, let's get that right now. Whale hungry. I need you to go and get sodium hydroxide from the stores, which we probably can't see anymore, right? No, we can. A delivery happened. Fill cargo, and then come right there, and I want you to do empty cargo. Please do this now. There you go. Alright, and I'm going to have to go get a lot more microwaves and mines. You know, let's get ahead of ourselves. Actually look into the future for once. And say, give me more. Those will start being built now. Now we need moss, right? So right here, whale hungry. I want you have a very easy job. Go up to the moss stack. Right there. So easy, so close. And then I want you to fill your cargo, and then I want you to come right here, and I want you to empty that cargo. There you go. Right, so. Oh, and this actually has relevance. Because we make cooling towers somewhere around here, right? There. Where do we do the cooling tower? I should be able to see it because it should stick out. But I do not see it. Crap. Cooling. Right there. Okay, got it. Everybody saw that but me, I'm sure. Okay, so what we do right here is we set you to do cooling tower Mark II. Cooling? Right there. For even more cooling power. Oh, it's not even... It doesn't even get built off this. So that's... I didn't realize that. I didn't realize these were completely isolate. They weren't a telescoping recipe. Don't get me wrong, I love this, but still. Yeah, we're gonna close this completely off then. Alright. What do we research now? See, we're almost done with this. Here, research this dumb recipe that we'll never do. Just known to be pointless. I looked at it and I went, why? And I asked in the chat room, and they said, we don't know. And it's like, good, okay, great. Instincts correct. Moss on the way, sodium hydroxide on the way. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna simulate the delivery right there. You're gonna have to go this way. Like, maybe not right there, maybe we just stop right there. And then sodium hydroxide. This is pretty much overkill right here. We'll be on there, and then we have this line. So, okay, so we have our supply for our cellulose. What we don't have is throttling anywhere. What we want to do is turn these off right here when we can no longer absorb the substrate. So the thing we're missing throughout all this is an out. And another problem we have is this is getting to be a chunky boy. So let's say we do this. And we turn our bots off and we begin to experiment. Sure. And then it's like, no, man. We're only going to ever have 2 of these in a block. It's never going to go. Alright. That's clarity at least. And then we'll have one right here, one right here, and then we'll have the substrate out over there. Is this going to be enough? who knows? Like, who knows? It's a good start though, right? Okay, so that gets a lot of decisions out of the way. So I guess I shouldn't stress too much about this right here. Should probably bring this over. Oh, bot's back on. And we're gonna have to align this all. So I need more belt. I need more microorganism mines. So back in we go. Okay, feed me, all of you. So microorganism mines. We're gonna need 40 of you, right? We have 10 down. Alright, so I think we can turn this back down again, for the moment anyway. Or maybe not. Honestly, probably not. We're going to be doing this cellulose pattern for a long time. So don't do that. We also didn't adequately deal with biocrud, so we'll have to look at that as well. Okay. Oh, don't I have some debris? Debris. Yuck. And you go, you go. Alright, fine. Take it away. And then back again. Bam. So, I'm thinking maybe biocrud doesn't go to the left. Because mostly there's no way out for it there. Do I want to have it out on this side? Do I have room is the real question. Alright, we got to ask that question and figure ourselves out. And so we're obviously going to have substrate coming out some middle row here. Then moss goes across. It's going to be just like this. It'll be fine. And then this comes across like so. This is fine, and it makes its way in right there. And that is good. So, biocrud out on the left or the right. Probably exactly like it is, right? It uses space properly. Alright, so, next up, we have to arrange all our inputs. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And like so. Alright, and this, maybe I'll flip it horizontal, vertical. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So there's going to be one moss line coming in. So we'll do this. We'll defer to that. And then moss line like so. And we're just going to leave it like that for the moment. And this we're just going to leave like so, and that like so. And that leaves us only with petri dishes. We'll have to come out at the very bottom, like right here and right here. So I guess what we want to do, if this is designated beacon space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here, this beacon space, it means this is coming out wrong. Oh, this is bad because it's ending up very tight. I wanted to bring it back at least one. Well, I guess it doesn't have to if I'm going to be putting all the infrastructure down and up. So I guess exactly where it is just fine. But what's not fine is this, right? That's kind of oogly, but I suppose we can deal with kind of oogly, right? And we'll have to put a balancer on there somewhere. I'm not sure where. We have a complex machine right here, and this is petri dishes in. And what I want is input priority from that side, like so. Okay, so and then it will split out, and then it will be petri dishes in, and then they get baked, and then they come here, and they come to exactly this point, where they get turned into substrate, right? So, what we want then is to come up like this, and you get to be a stack inserter. And just shovel it in. Okay, I think this is pretty much done, right? Like, pretty much close to being done. Let's build his brother right now. Right here. No. All this. And all of you get a big V. And we're not going to double the moss line. We should leave ourselves space. Bots come back. Bots come back. Yeah, that's level right there. Oh, and the problem is we're going to have to get both of these down all the way over here now. Oh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? So the lines over here are going to be ugly. Here, just go. Make it real. I'll see it. Okay, so this moss line doesn't exist. Biakua's. We just split right here, and then you come down. And then there is your moss line, sir. And then I guess we have 2 substrate outers right here. And they come together in a grand outing, right? And it goes that way somewhere. And it joins what we're doing in the next block. Okay, that makes sense. So, 1 moss line to rule them all. I agree. And then 1 product line. I also agree to that. And we have this logistics space here, which we're not going to be using. It's a little sad. Here, I'm going to go so far as to hook this up. And right here is Petri dish line. So, what we'll do, I'll guess, is come here and then split right there. One of you will curl back this way. One of you will curl that way. There. That's okay, and going to be a giant pain in the next block, but sure. So Petri dishes will just connect up right there, and that's how that will get in. So the question now becomes, how do I, like, getting this over like this, easy enough. Do I do just a giant hug belt all the way around? Okay. Alright, that has, yeah, that's got symmetry to it. So what I'll do is grab the working parts of this. And then line you up real nice. Like, we don't even need this tangle, do we? It's that thing. That's a tree. What are you doing here? Who allowed you here? It's you guys. All you guys. They're all around me. They're all around me. They know my name. They know where I'm going. They've been watching me. I'm pretty sure this is not the final form of this. It's just what I'm doing for the moment. Okay, make it real. God, it's so nice. I'm not gonna get... Oh, I didn't do power anywhere. And I have to go get another flight of mines. But, okay. That's in exactly the wrong spot, isn't it? Ah, well. We'll opt for better coverage and looking better than efficiency in items. Alright. So, that should be easy enough, right? So grab and a big V just right there. Just right there. And a big V again. And just like there. Okay, that's power taken care of. Oh, we're out of belt again. Weird. Very belt intensive day. Alright, so we need more mines, we need more belt. That's basically it, right? And then we'll have what we need for all sorts of... Oh, we only have 7 here. We're gonna have to go on a quest. Boop, 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 boop. I trap myself in my own buildings over and over and over again. Alright, where do we make microorganism mines? I imagine it is not close. I imagine this is something we did. We were just walking through everything right over there. So right over here? No. No. Yes. So I need 3 of you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. And I need probably some more whales and some more whale food. Whale food is right here, and we have plenty of it. Great to see. And then whales right here. Come with me. Okay. Okay, you gotta deliver, guys. You gotta make it that last mile. Alright, well. I'm sure they know what they're doing, right? Bombs away. And good. So what we'll do, the problem I was trying to solve initially, is come across here and then do a hug belt on the sodium hydroxide and raw fiber. And that saves a lot of pain, I think. Taking advantage of the integrated nature of what we're doing here. At some point here, we'll just close it back off. Alright, so we are getting close to being okay, right? Oh, can I leap all of this? And I mean all of this, all of this. Can't I? And then all of this tangle right here goes away. I mean, it's probably not going to get spaced out because I'm going to need here. Just do it like this. I'm going to need it to be centered in order for it to have good feng shui. However, is that right? Is that right? It's a little different. No, it's different. Different is hateful. Different means bespoke. Means it needs intelligence, thought, experience. We want everything to be uniform. Uniform, which means identical. So I guess we don't do this even. We're taking the biocrud and bringing it this way. And then up and then over, right? That makes more sense. And I guess moss will have to leap right here. We will also have moss in. But the problem with this is that it comes straight over, but it's not, we're now not wiring ourselves into the petri dish line correctly anyway. So we'll do something like this. And then the petri dish recycle line comes a little bit over, right? Then you get used with preference from this side. And then we split again, I guess? Or not. Yeah. So we're using the space, just not like how we wanted to. We got to pick up all of this. We understand. This circle doesn't matter. The donut of destiny will not be met this day. So right there, and you should probably be right there. Actually, that's not even necessary. It's like so. Okay. That makes sense. And then moss will come down like this. We'll even let it go. And then we have to do this entire same thing right here. Here. This gets picked up. So we're actually not really saving much space at all, are we? By doing it this way. That's fine though. Space is made to be consumed. There we go. And it joins in again, and this is solely so that it can be used with preference on both lines right there, and that works. And this all comes over, and of course we need our victory line also coming through. Straight through like so. Great. How do I do this down south? Like, what was my plan down here? Oh, we're using a worse recipe for one thing. And yeah, there's a lot wrong with this. Producing, well, it's prodded to hell and speed moduled in a beacon. It's hard to say what's going on down here. Low power, really? Okay, I still don't care. So we're only running 2, and they're not running all that well. Alright, so just don't pay attention to this. It doesn't matter. The last thing we have to do is figure out what's going on with the biocrud. And it looks like rather bring it over this way and then down, but I can't leap right here. So I guess we'd have to do something a little fancy. Even though we despise fanciness. We are simple folk here. We want simple and reliable. See, that's not what I want either. So I guess like this. So the biocrud will curl around like that, which obsoletes this. Good. And we do the exact same thing here, right? I mean, I would hope that would be true. There. And what did I do? Yeah, just directly in. Okay, the biocrud now comes in like so. And I can bring it down like so. The question is, where do I bring it? I think it has to be right here. So we will do this. And we will have biocrud line coming out of nowhere. Alright, biocrud line right here. And now we need to get the rest of the biocrud, which will curl over that way. No, it doesn't have to curl at all here. Okay, that's good. I think we're almost ready. It took an hour to do all this, but spoilage, like multi-vector spoilage, will do that to you. Okay, we should establish our goal state right here. Be right there. And then I guess we have a biocrud out, which will be a caravan out, an aerial outpost, even though I think I'm only going to have a normal dinosaur tend to it. So we'll have, okay, you're going to the north then. The best components rise to right here. so. Okay. There we go. And then the biocrud, however I manage to get it in, come and it will descend. And we're just going to have to watch this run for a little bit. Alright, I think this has value. Alright, so all that's left is to take this, give it a big H, and then have this join in on the biocrud line. Probably just like so, right? Do the same thing right here. And lastly, we will handle the hug belt. Yeah, amazing that they can all do that. And then we have to wire this. Oh, we have to, we're not quite done. Almost done. Not quite done. Then, like so, like so. Yeah, this doesn't really work. Be Akua's. We need to put in our flag to stop. I guess the best way to do that is to pull this out. Like so. Give me some sheds. And it comes right here. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so we do like this then. Awkward feng shui. Bad wires. This should go away. There you go, and the U should be connected. Good wires now. Okay, so this is going to be the control point for everything. Lastly, we are just about ready, right? Hopefully. It's taking us an hour to set this up. Alright, so. No, last thing we have to do, unfortunately. We have just enough room, which is kind of mysterious and wonderful, isn't it? So that now goes around. And I think we're ready. If we've managed to account for everything, we now have... I mean, that's pretty nice. And this should be making, like, what? 23-ish substrate a second when going full speed. That's doable. Alright, so now we have to do red, 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 red. And you have to come with me. And we have to string this all the way over. Great. We need an intermediate right here. That down here as well. And it must look nice. If it does not look nice, there is no point to life. You see, that's just terrible right there. I don't know what you're thinking. Why would you connect like this? Do you want to invite demons into this house? Because this is how you get demons. No. No random lines. Straight lines. Intentional lines. Calming, beautiful lines. No tank. And then you guys. Great. Now we do the exact same thing on the other side. And this is how it's going to be limited. It's going to read how much substrate is in that box. And when there's over 100 substrate in that box, it's going to turn everything off. And it's going to stop making cellulose, rather. And the petri dishes will cycle forever, and there's no problem there. Okay, so right there, enable, disable. Substrate. Less than, greater than, just say 200, right? Then put that right there. I think after this we are ready to turn on. See how it goes. And this will stop the BioCrud runaway cycle. Alright, so first thing to do is to connect up this material. Is that also the last thing to do? Well, maybe we should hook up petri dishes first. So right there, right there. We have more material in, should we ever need it. And they start flowing. That's really great. We have our hug belt right here. Alright, so it's starting to cook. Good. Yeah. I don't even know what they're supposed to be mining here, but they're doing something. Right? So you are... Why aren't you on? No, it should be less than. Dang, I messed that up. Okay. Already we live in a cursed world. Alright, and that's going... We gotta get the other one. It's a whole lot more compact. Alright, so there we're making cellulose. Okay, there we are. There's our substrate. It's coming around. And it can be prodded, but right now we don't do anything with that. And where do we put the beacon here? Oh, that's an issue, isn't it? Because we left it right up against the edge. Oh. Yeah, we kind of messed that up, didn't we? Like, if we were to beacon this, where would we put the fat beacon? Like so. I don't actually know. We'd have to move a lot of stuff. Like, here. We can't even shove it in. We could probably shove it close to here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we were willing to build on the walkway, which we're not there yet. So we have a beacon right there. What we need is a beacon right here, and we don't really have that space, do we? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, friends. Uh-oh. Design might not be totally pleasing. So far, all these petri dishes are just doing just fine. The speed is well enough. It's just getting churned out. And it gets a little ahead of that, as per normal. And this is going to get a little ahead of that. And we're going to end up with rot eventually, and that's fine. Maybe I'll be able to slip it in right here. If I move this over as far as I can, and I move this over as far as it can go. I can probably fit it right in here. In fact, that looks very likely to me. Like this could move over. Alright, so we're just going to say that's how it's going to happen. Oh, and we have to do the other thing, right? Because we have some rot right here. So we have to make sure it's not what I want. That's what I want. It's properly balanced. We don't have any rot here right now. So it's going to be on that side. So I guess the near side. I guess we got to do this. And these are slight anomalies, so it's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. Alright, so you're running. We're not making any biocrud yet, not in the least because there hasn't been any time for biocrud. These are passing through and we're producing lots of substrate. What can you do with basic substrate? Well, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff I don't want to do. We're on our way to biofilm, though. Are we going to get there today? Yeah, we have everything, right? How are we doing on rayon? Is rayon going yet? No. And that's sodium carbonate again. Sodium carbonate is going. It's just very slow. This is not a huge high throughput system. Just a pretty big problem, honestly. But don't think about that either. It's all moving. So sodium hydroxide, which is still not going full blast. It's going a good half blast, though. What's your problem? You need... Okay, salt just arrived. Oh, are we bottlenecked on salt now? I could believe. Alright, that's just a matter of getting a enough input in, but we're not going to think about that right now. What we are going to do is take just a caravan, just a normal caravan, dinosaur hungry. Add destination right here. You are a janitor, friend. Fill cargo, and this is waste bio crud. It is not specifically made bio crud. It is waste bio crud. So you drop that into the sorter in the proper spot. All right, go do that. Maybe one day there'll be something. Oh, why are there petri dishes here? Oh, because it's not governed to only be substrate. Okay, that works. Okay, and now I'll go clean that up. Don't worry about it. Bang bang. Yeah, okay. So now that's a little bit of a misstep, but easily fixed, right? Yeah, and that's using all the waste, and that's using all the waste. So, good. Basic substrate online. I just have to get all these petri dishes. Give that to me. Give that to me. You don't want it. You never wanted it. And we will dunk that right into the microorganism mine somewhere. There you go. No, we have to get rid of all this stuff. We've picked up debris. I think we're good, right? Here, let's take a look at a graph. Substrate. Basic substrate. That looks relevant to my interests. So we were going around at like 200, maybe 400 at peak, 200, and now we're up at 1 point, again, times 4. So, yeah, good job. And we're not using prod at all quite yet. Alright, good. Next up, I need to make a deposit for this somewhere up here. Get into the system, wire up to the alarms, and then we're going to make biofilm. And then we turn our attention to the other additives needed for titanium. I kind of don't think we're going to get all the way there today, because there's more than just Mabic. But we'll get closer, I think. And I think basic substrate kind of has to go right here, next to the fungal substrate. It has that, clarity of symmetry of purpose, is what I'm trying to say here. So put this right here. Right? It's that. Oh, I didn't pick it up all the way. So very sad. Can't do that. There we go. Like that. Alright, Sue, now a whale. Whale, hello. I want you, Mr. Whale, to be hungry. And I want you to go over to our new substrate maker. We've made an enormous amount of it. And I want you to come right here and I want you to just dunk it right there. Oops. Empty that cargo. And I have food for you as a bribe. So let's go take a look. We almost full? We're almost full. We produce this at a very, very large rate. Hopefully we will not need to do this again now that we have laid this out nice and properly. Looks like the inputs are holding up just fine. I was kind of worried. Oh, we're using the entire petri dish output? I can believe. It's like agar just isn't even making it over here right now. Like, I think that's how it works, right? Agar goes this way, then comes down. Yeah, and all these guys run. Okay. Oh, and it can be prodded, and it can be efficiency, and all that. Alright, so we are in fact using the entire petri dish. All of it. All of it is going into making substrate right now. So the bottleneck will probably come over here. And we'll probably have to make use of this at some point. Not yet, though. We could probably just leap straight over and be a little tidier than this up and down. Yeah, let's do that right now. Now that I see it. And then let's go and do the other thing. Biofilm. Which is used for depressingly few things, honestly. Oh my god, stop it. Alright, I can't see. I don't know what's going on. I need help. I need an adult. So like just right there. And we'll just pick all this up later, right? Or maybe just pick it all up now and get some petri dishes in my inventory. It's not death or anything. I just put them in the box right here. There you go. Petri dish box. Alright, so good. Good. We'll look at it one more time, because I like looking at machines working properly. It's going to be a slower day, I suppose, because usually I get like 4 things online, 5 things online. This is 1 thing online. It took a solid hour. Alright, so biofilm. Suppose I could do the same thing and do biofilm right here. Nah, this is going to be a secret shopper whale, so it's fine. Alright, so let's review. Biofilm. What are you used for? What do you need? You're used in quite a lot of stuff, honestly. So, never going to do that. That I'm probably going to do. That I absolutely have to do. Like, probably going to do this, right? For making eternal flora. Probably going to do that, right? It's used in all the replicator stuff, which I might get to, maybe not. Spacesuit. Trying to think about what's going to happen, guys. Never going to do that. Probably have to do that, right? I need to make graphene, so yes, it gets upgraded. Problem is I don't have anything to plug into that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Tin rare earth alloy. Are you kidding me? Probably never going to do this. That's probably from the recipe chain I'm just not using. Yep, gonna use it when it comes to nickel, and then for tin, and for also titanium. Alright, so where to put this? It's lime, which we're still struggling with, right? Yep. Why are we struggling? Because of no coke, it looks like. Alright, so we need lime, and I've already forgotten everything else. Rayon, substrate, and biomass. So, yeah, building it right here is pretty obvious, and then trying to get a line on substrate down. We're not gonna... This isn't the only area, right? Alright, so now we see a problem in how I've done this. Just a little problem. Give me this. You need to be right there, unfortunately. So, time to get a whole lot of raw fiber in my inventory. There you go. Don't I have someplace I can dunk this? Like right next door? No. The whale is trying to deliver, so no. Alright. Let me escalate, right? Okay, good. We're probably going to have to do it again right now, so why'd I even bother? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So we need to bring in... We need 2 secret shoppers right here, so... let's just not pretend. Okay. This secret shopper is not going to be actually active, because we're going to bring in lines. So right there, and then you'll go up like that, and you're right there. Great. Good. Good lines. Good lines. See, you can even see the good lines. Good lines. Mostly good lines. That's ugly and it's ruining everything. But everything else, good lines. So we do. This is gonna be dormant. We have to bring in the substrate somehow, which is gonna be alright, I guess. Like we just do a specialty line out like this. It's a little ugly. It's not hideous. And then we head it over to make biofilm. And it will be in somehow here. I'm not even sure where it's going to be in, so I'm going to leave that open. I'm just gonna... Oh. Should I pull it all the way over? Probably, right? Probably. Okay, so we're in the wrong area right now. But we have the ability to fix that. This is all in the name of not using a dinosaur. Is this the right thing to do? I don't know. Oh, we're gonna get still more. Well, maybe we'll come in right here, and then we'll end up right here as substrate. So we're not gonna go quite to it yet, but like something like this is the general idea. All right, substrate makes its way in right there, and then we also have to get rayon, which is made right in the south. This is rayon, unfortunately. I could just split it right here, you know? And then leap this, leap everything. Oh, it's not going to be able to get out. We'll have to be more than a little ugly right here. But I guess we're doing it right. Saves the dinosaur. Consumes lines for immediate use. We still have plenty of vias in here, so it's not a huge problem. Alright, so what I really do need to see is more more rayon being made, though. So are you almost there? Okay, it's almost there. Okay, it'll be here soon. And so I don't know what's else is going to be built in this block, but it's going to have to deal with a rayon line coming up like this. Okay, so we have substrate in. We have rayon in. And that's going to be such a dense, expensive belt. And so all we need now is lime and biocrud. Oh, I've got stuff in my inventory. Where do we make biofilm? Is it a nano machine? Biofilm. Where are you made? I ask. Oh, just an assembler. Okay. So right here. Something like this. Biofilm. This makes quite a lot, which is good. So we shouldn't worry about real ultimate density, right? Here. Koopy. Test. Alright, so there's the end right there. And just in here, fit 8. Like 8's a good number, right? And then with all the ins and the outs. It's a 5 material process. So I guess 2 hug belts, 2 snaking hook belts, and then 1 product belt out the middle. Okay, that makes sense. And leaves room for beacons, of course. And just this is what we're doing, right? And then this leave a via. And we're going to need a lot of room here for gutters. Okay, I believe in this. What I don't really believe in is what we're going to have to do here. Alright, first let's get this in. So we're having a lime and biomass, and that's great. The number is 10, the number is 900, and it's equal. So it's 45 of each. So I need you, Mr. Whale, to be hungry. Then I need you to go over to Biomass Tower, which is... Do we actually have biomass on hand? It should be in here, right? Like, it makes sense as that would be... Oh, it's further down, right? Oh, we're out of biomass. That's a terrible thing. Add destination. Do I not have a primary biomass maker? Only secondary makers? Load items until caravan has biomass. Quantity 4500. Then I want you to go get the other thing. What is lime? Which is another problem of ours. That's sand. It's more sand. Where did we put lime? This is good. I like seeing this. There is lime, and there's a line. That's bad. Lime and 4,500. And then I want you to add destination right here, and I want you to circuit condition, and that's unload until, unload until. This is, of course, the old classic. Comparator equals go. And fortunately, 4,500, 4,500. This is not going to roll forward for a while because it needs, he's not going to find, both of the ingredients are missing. Lime. So we might have to do something about that. Do we not have a biomass maker? I mean, we do, right? No, this makes biomass incidentally. This makes biomass. Oh, and this is a consumer of excess carbon dioxide. Assuming it's running. Which it is. Okay, that's good. So, what we need is something that makes biomass probably right here. Right here, buddy. And then just link in right there. That's got synergy all over it. No, it's a different, no, different bins. Like this is a waste biomass bin, and we need a primary biomass bin. Anyway, we have to copy and paste all of this and put that right there. No, we're using mushrooms for some reason. Probably acid gas. Alright, so. That's gonna get stuck for a while. And lime should be going hard right now. Lime is stuck on no coke. We're probably not producing anywhere near enough coke right now. Yeah, it's getting, there's a line here. That's all waste coke from tar processing or from hydrocarbon processing. Yeah, this stuff. And then over here, this stuff. What is this? What is this old style thought here? Huh. I would have thought I had purged myself of that. Anyway, we're going to need biomass at some point. We don't got it. So, just put our heads down. Don't think about that. We'll have to go deal with that in a bit here. For right now, concentrate on the work in front of you. Use filters, biomass. Yeah, we're not going to get all the way to being able to start in titanium. There's too many problems right now. Lime. I'm going to have to make a primary biomass maker. And that's going to lead to problems. So, what we will do is this. You will come over like so. You will come over like so. And then, well, this could be moved down. Don't worry about it. Alright, alright. Okay, okay. So, start our snake belt. Like so, right? Then copy and like that. And this is our unit. And you need to be picked up and aligned properly. It's all gonna be moved down, don't worry about it. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And you all have to do a different thing. You need to do lime. Wait a second, is that what I want? Yes, that is what I want. Biomass. And then you want to do rayon and substrate. Right there. Rayon. And this has to be substrate. Right there. And then this just gets copy pasted many times. As we do. Then we copy it all. And we give it a big V and a big H. And it goes like that then. Okay, then we pick all of it up again. And try to center it. Probably okay-ish, right? It would be better if it was one more down. Ah, well, we'll do something. Oh, I need to go get a whole bunch more underground belts for reasons what should be obvious, right? Come on. I need to get in here. I need to be able to control my body. Alright, so good. Now, oh, we never hooked up the alarm for substrate. Let's do that right now. And that sits as a lord sits right above the fungal substrate in the second tier of the second to last one. So you're substrate, you're ash. There's fungal substrate, so you're just substrate. Why are you advanced casting here? That ain't right. Questions? Oh, okay. Substrate. There you go. The alarm system hooked up. I literally never look at this because I'm still building out primary factory. But it's here. In theory it works, right? In theory this will become one of the touchstones of our lives. So, like that, like that. You have to come out and come down. And you leap respectively. Respectfully, rather. Then you just come out like this. We even do it like that. That's good. This is all going to move down one because it can't help it. Then like so. Like so. Because if it moves down one, it's suddenly so much better. Because then this just comes out like so. And then straight in. Tell me that is not beautiful. Tell me that is not good. Oh, and you're not at the right depth. Ooh. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Now this is off, and that is bad. Yeah, you know, it's inevitable I would catch that, right? Of course it was. Alright, so am I allowed? Yeah, I'm allowed to do this. And then we have this entire space for something else. What that will be, I do not know. Just something else. Okay. So, we're kind of at powering phase, right? Now that we found our lines. That really was what I was waiting for, right? You know, we're gonna put these down. Oh, that's terrible. Just out of reach. Perfection, always just out of reach. Nothing to do but rip it down and build again. Buddhist monks. Alright, this is now looking terrible. I hate my life. Pull that down. Right there. Better. Better. Now we have to get something in here. Okay, still not great, but it's working better now. Alright, so what we need is then to take this up and insert you in right here. And that is good. And then we're going to have this right here, which will come around, and that is good. Leave space. Leave a via. Have a care. Up like so. And that is good. And if I ever have to supplement this flow, I have this aerial outpost already here and allocated. Why can't I use prod on this? This is kind of like what prod is meant for. Oh, how can you be so ugly? It doesn't reach anyway. Just none of it will reach. I have to do this. And that's terrible. Alright, that's not the worst I could have done. Alright, so we're kind of ready to go, right? We don't have any rayon, which is bad. We don't have... Oh, okay, we do have rayon. So that finally got made a little bit. Oh, we had an arrival. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we can actually see this run. Good. Then maybe we will make a primary biomass maker somewhere. And check that off. It's over on my list here of things to do. I don't have a primary biomass maker anywhere. Which is a shame. Look, right there, biofilm being made. And then it's just snaking around. All nice. And then we will toss that in probably another double. I don't see why I shouldn't put it in a double. So today I'm only going to have really two accomplishments. We're going to have biomass, substrate, and biofilm. which is really kind of unfortunate. You gonna go? Oh, we're through with all the rayon now. Rayon is made in bursts. Alright, so that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, what's this guy doing? He's waiting for more of this stuff. And what's that guy doing? He's waiting for more of that stuff. So it's just not being made anywhere fast enough. I guess the beacons are supposed to be in the middle here. Well, at very least, I'm going to get Mark II furnaces sometimes. Just leave that alone. Doesn't matter. Take the W and walk away. That's rayon. That's not what I want. Maybe I should have put this below rayon. Oh. Oh, yeah. I probably should have done that, right? Instead of invading the square right here. Yeah, that would have been a little more tidy, wouldn't it? Alright, don't think about that. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Biofilm. Only made of little. Why aren't we making more, though? Oh, because you guys can't vent. Okay. I'm sure everyone saw that but me, once again. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's a lot more. Okay. We're still gonna run short on rayon. And that is the fundamental problem. At least it's very expansive in regards to rayon. Alright, so good. Last thing we have to do then is to wire this up to the supply system and to the alarm system. And then maybe we will copy and paste a biomass maker. Because I don't think we have primary biomass made anywhere. Like maybe one of the first things I did, right? Maybe I ripped it down to put the planter boxes in. I think I did. I ripped it down. Or maybe right here? No, this is a carbon dioxide maker. It's different. So yeah, I really don't have a native biomass maker. Well, you definitely go right there. It's almost like I was saving that. A more intelligent version of myself just kind of laid that out and said, you're going to need this later. So biofilm, where is this going to go in my mind? It's a manufactured product. It should probably be right next to rayon, wherever I put that. And I don't know where I put that. I wouldn't be able to see it because I don't think a single whale has made it over yet. This it? This rayon? Here. Let's kick the rayon whale and see where he goes. Still hasn't gotten an entire... Yeah, I think that's probably it. So right here, I think, is where we're going to put in another one. So, good. After this, see to my inventory, I think. It's being blown up. How do you do this to me? See, when it's staggered like that, I know there's an actual problem. Yeah, that is an actual problem. It's another one of these situations, right? They've gotten behind me. Yeah, and he finally wandered. Oh, he doesn't have any repair stuff. What are you doing? You're getting targeted, that's what you're doing. I gotta fix that. This place is a disaster. You're probably out of bots, right? Yeah. Alright, so yes, this is rayon. I have to get rid of all this stuff in my inventory. I gotta go fix that thing down south. We made progress today on tricky subjects, so I can't feel that bad about what's happened here. Fill cargo, come here, empty cargo. And yet more ingredients, critical on our path. Nice. So get rid of this substrate. Substrate is probably here, right? Here, take that. Good. Now we have to go get more bots and then take them to the south and fix that factory. And then hopefully we will have enough time to just copy paste a primary biomass maker. And the factory will be a little better on a whole. Not like super duper better or anything. And tomorrow we'll do the last additives. We need to do Mabic, sodium chlorate, and Alamac. I don't even know what Alamac is. It sounds like something that's real. It's something that comes in a very expensive bottle and you drink slowly. Alright, this is fine. What am I even doing here? What's going... Someone help me. Someone try to find a way to get a note to me to tell me what I should be doing. Because I am quite frankly lost at the moment. So one more day for titanium additives, and then titanium for like 3 days. Hopefully not 4 days. While you guys get back in. And this is old style, isn't it? Where I put them all in at once. Should go get more repair packs while I'm over here. Well, I'm in the neighborhood, you know. Bang, bang. Take that. And that was just for this guy's benefit over here. So are we still low on something? Low / out of? Well, that's bad. So we need some more pipes. Alright, will do. We'll fix this problem. This is one of those things where it really should be automated with some dinosaur distributing gifts everywhere, which is now a whole lot more possible with the interrupt system. But at the same time, it's not that much of a burden for me to run around and actually pick this stuff up. So it's the classic push-pull between how lazy are you and how much do you want to automate. Today, I'm not automating anymore. We're just doing it this way. I will come and I will give you your gifts back. There you go. Why do you not leap to repair that? My good bot, why do you not leap to repair that? Oh, that was put in the wrong chest, right? There you go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, good. Time to copy and paste the entire system. This should be super trivial, right? Because I have waste biomass already set up. And the only difference between waste biomass and primary biomass is whether or not the taps turn on or off. Like that's the only difference. So let's go grab and see what's going on. Like, if I'm doing this right, if I'm playing Factorio correctly, if I am a worthy individual, I should just be able to grab this entire thing, right? All of it. All of it. And I should be able to paste it right here. It looks like we have a pipe problem. So I have to bring that over. This has to come into like a very specific spot, right? Okay, 3 more steps over for that. Right there. Alright, now are we good? Put it down very angrily. Alright, and all I have to do is turn off... Okay, 1, I have to go get all these things. And then 2, I have to turn off the regulation on these pumps. It's like it just doesn't matter, right? You go all the time, forever. And I have to go hope I have all these trees. I have to go get all of these composters, moss factories, and the modules. Sorry, just running around looking at this, thinking. 64, almost 65 gigawatts of pure, clean, renewable wind power. I feel bad about moving all of these connections around. Like, at the very least, pull them off these poles. This is the most likely route I would use to pull other stuff through. I just don't want to ever cross lines. Alright, so let's go get materials. We need... let's just go in and find out. Okay, on my shopping list, we have 6 recycling centers. So, go get 6 recycling centers. We need 18 moss farms. 18 moss farms obtained. Now we need 2 fastwood forestries, right? Just 2 of you. Which can be obtained from right here. Then, is that it for me? No, we need botanical gardens. We need 6 botanical gardens. 6 botanical gardens, and then we need a whole lot of modules. I don't know if we have enough trees. I know we don't have enough buzzsaws. These are even bad trees. Those need to be tossed in a fire. Like, this is module central right here, and we don't have any. So we need to go get trees and moss and buzzsaw blades. But first, let's just go deliver what we got, right? Just make sure that's correct. Kind of worried we already had stuff in our inventory. Well, it would have already been put out, but then we wouldn't have noticed. So it wouldn't have been in our inventory, but it would be outside our inventory by now. Go. Alright, so now I need a lot of moss. That could be sourced locally. From the moss area, which is right here, I think. Oh, moss is in demand. So, right here. Just let them go, right? This isn't the most efficient way of doing it, I think. But at least it gets done. Alright, that's everything, and we end up with some extra moss. So now we need, how many trees? We need 40. It's going to need a whole bunch of level 2 trees. We can get level 3 trees now, if I'll set up a lab to make them, but I don't think I'm going to do that for a bit. I'm too busy working on what I'm doing. Though I honestly should, if I can. That's the big question. Can I? So let's take a moment and look at that, right? We have trees. And we just recently got this, which is level 3. We have ground sample, or at least we can get ground sample. That's just dirt and the other thing, rich clay. That's what we got. We need the tree seeds and moss. We don't have any chelators. We can probably get them right. Okay, so... Oh, alright. So we need to make tree Mark II. And then... maybe a lab is not the right place for it. The lower left-hand building. I was going to put a lab for evolving creatures, but if it's going to just be telescoping recipes all day, maybe not. But yeah, I can get almost all of that, but I don't have it. So, alright. Enough thought. No more thinking. Thinking is for the weak. Those who can do, those who cannot do, think. Such is the way of the world. I need to go get some saw blades, and I need to go get some trees. And then if this works, I think I'm just gonna do recap, and that's gonna be it. It's a pretty solid episode right there. I mean, it could have been more solid, but I've definitely had worse episodes. Or I just wander around crying, trying to fix the factory again. Yeah, that's happened more than once. How are we doing here on... yes. Let me rub it on my skin. I'm gonna need that more in a bit, just not right now. Hello, South Factory. How are we doing? Churning along? That's great. Just gonna store those in a box somewhere. Okay, fantastic news. So let's get this. Primary biomass creator up and creating. Oh my god, help me. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. And up and over and straight through. And yes, right here. And we should be ready to go, right? Like, why would we not be... Oh, I didn't get the wood processing centers. It might be faster to take them from right here, though. There we go. So, up. Wait, do we only need one? How do we only need one? Oh, because this guy is making tree seeds. That's right, we need the wood for this, so we only need one of those. Oh. Well, my inventory is now fouled. Alright, so what's our problem? We should be going, right? We need carbon dioxide. Okay. What happened there? If I just copy and pasted, what's going on here? That's weird. You should definitely be on. Huh. Huh, I say. Well, this is going to take some time to actually work. So maybe we'll come back and see it later. But... alright, that's fine. I think it's time for a recap, just about. Maybe peek in after the recap. Something like that. Alright, I guess. So let's just wrap up. I think it's time to just pack it in, guys. And maybe the rest of the day I'll spend trying to fix these bugs. Maybe actually do some work. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, hit energy drink. Just do it. Get there faster, and then struggle to stand on the logo, as per normal. Maybe I should put in like a hidden cross wall right there. Right, that's good enough, right? That's almost good enough. That's good enough, right? Yeah, that's in the circle. Okay, so nice and centered. Oh, we didn't, forgot to hook up the whale. Not done yet. I don't even have to move for this, hopefully. Hopefully the whale comes back, right? Add destination, you need to go to primary biomass, right here. Fill cargo, and then you need to go to primary biomass input, which is right here. And then this is your route. And then, oh, he's even right over me. Oh, come here. Come here. I don't want to, okay, I suppose this wore off, right? Alright, there. Off you go. Oh, we have buzzsaws and trees in our inventory. Alright, so maybe we're not quite done. This can go away now. Alright, let's start again, right? Zoom in real nice. Try to center ourselves real nice. Right? Dead center of screen. Okay, and then full back. That's probably right. Okay. Oh, there's something going on up here. I have to look in on that. I'll make a note for next time. I'm not going to do it now though. So, screenshot. What did I do today? So today was a pretty good episode. I didn't get as far as I wanted, but we did some pretty important stuff. We built on our successes here making petri dishes, and we made incubated petri dishes into basic substrate, which was necessary in order to make biofilm right here. So really we only did 2 new things today. I really should have put this right there and put them in the same block. Instead I have 2 half blocks here to be filled by something. I don't know. But anyway, we're making a ton of basic substrate, and that's going to be used for all sorts of stuff, including most of Pi Science, right? So we may be at the second second science pack now. Isn't that fantastic? I'm going to have to expand to the south next, I think, even though it opens up a lot of questions of what I do with this line right here. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, by doing that, I realized biomass was a bottleneck and that I didn't have a primary biomass maker ever since I took that down over here. And so we used this block right here. We made a primary biomass maker. That city block just makes biomass and gets added into the system. We fixed a problem with the overflow maker right there, and that's working. And hopefully everything's good. So, yeah, I think that's it. So that's all I did today. Tomorrow is going to be dealing with the last additives necessary for titanium processing. That's mabic, sodium chlorate, and alamac. I think that'll fall fairly quickly. And then after that's done, I'm going to start in on just laying this out. And it's going to be a struggle because titanium is just an enormous stack. But we'll get through it. But I think that's all there is for today. So thank you very much for watching. Next episode should be a neat one. Bye, everybody.